What is going on, traders? My name is Steven, also known as Sniper, and I run the Daily Sniper Discord. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the trades we ended up taking today as a community, as well as preparing you guys trade the best setups at the best prices. For yesterday's video, we knew if we ended up rejecting 589, it's a 3-point drop down to 586. This morning's drop, we ended up breaking through 589 in the pre-market and opened up beneath 589. So what did? We were patient and we waited for 586 to crack. As soon as it cracked, I ended up buying 585 calls. We went up money. I was anticipating a bigger move. I ended up stopping out as soon as we broke this little floor here. When I tell you, when I'm buying at the best levels, I am only wrong once. I knew it was bearish. I waited for a retest of 586 and ended up bringing these more than a point down. I didn't stop there. As soon as I saw this floor developing right here, you see how we were holding in at this level? I ended up getting 15 strike puts for the VIX. I shorted the VIX. It's the easiest money in the world. January 22nd, 15 strike. These things printed. And not only that is that we're doing this in real time, right? I ended up alerting. Like, look at the time that I'm in. Guys, I'm in 585 calls. You have to wait for a good entry at 586, which ended up happening. This is going to be a 3-point empty pocket. I am also in January 22nd, 15 strike puts. We do this live, right? So that's where the trades I ended up getting into. So I knew I was wrong. I was wrong once, right? We were buying in at the best level. I was wrong once. I ended up stopping out, got back in, and went extremely green from just hitting 586 same-day puts. And then I waited for another break above 586. I ended up bringing 585 calls deep in the money, ended up buying in at 15 strike puts towards the high of the day for the VIX. 15 strike puts. That's what we ended up doing. And guys, again, I do this all live. So enough of what I did. Let's look at the game plan for tomorrow. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. All right. Zoom out a bit. I'm a day trader. I'm a scalper. I have a bunch of levels on my chart, so I apologize about the messy. So look where we ended up rejecting today. Where did we end up rejecting? Oh, yesterday's lows, right? So we officially have a floor at 591.15. Or a roof, right? Heavy resistance at this level here. So let's look at the lower levels. What are we looking at? So on SPY's daily chart right now, we have a head and shoulder action, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So if this wanted to, and in an extremely bearish case scenario, we're going to end up filling the gap from the news day, right? Around 575 if we're that bearish. But we know that nothing just goes up and down. If we start dropping and SPY's going to fill this gap, we're probably going to come up to make a lower high first around the 596, 595 level before the next leg down. And we know from just looking at the chart that we have the best levels to trade off of, right? Because if 589 turns into a resistance, we're in for a 3-point drop. If 586 turns into a resistance, we're in for a 2-point drop, all the way to 584. And then if you look at the lows, we're going to be, after 584, we're going to be bouncing or going to 580 and then to fill the gap. If we get to 580, we're filling the gap at 575 within time. So the best trading plan for towards the end of the week is going to be still 2 levels. I only got 2 levels for you. 589 and 586. If we reject 589, we drop 3 points. If we hold 589 as support, we're going up 3 points. Okay? 586. If we hold 586 as a support, it's going up 3 points. If we reject 586, we're going down potentially 6 points if we don't bounce at 584. It's all about reading the price action. It's all about trading in at the best levels possible. If we end up dipping and breaking the lows of yesterday, my price target's 580. I'm at 580. I'm going to start a position for 1 month out VIX puts. That is going to be my bread and butter play. I'm going to size in probably 30% of my position, right? Knowing this could potentially drop to 575. I don't think it will, but if it does, it's even better. If we fill that gap at 575, we're going to make so much money shorting the VIX. This is the bread and butter play. I want you to keep an eye out on the VIX. Once VIX gets over $19 is when the volatility happens. There's one thing for sure. VIX always goes down. Yes, it can go higher. Once VIX starts going 25, 30, it's just free money. That's all. Pay attention. It only happens a couple times a year, and you have to be prepared for it. And the way we're trading right now, if we end up rejecting 586, oh my gosh, we are in to make a lot of money. So we know the big trade. The big trade's going to be puts on VIX, right? And we know the micro scalps, 586 to 589, 589 to 586, 586 to 584. So if we end up gapping up tomorrow, what are we looking at? So, of course, we want to be watching yesterday's lows, right? Around the 591 level. After that is 592. And then we also have a gap to fill, a higher gap at 594.91, right? You have to keep an eye for this gap. This is where the best level is going to be pretty much 595. It's the best level for shorts because if we hold 595 as a support, 600's next, right? We're just going to fly to 600 in my opinion, right? Yes, we could stop at 597.30s, 597.50s, but in the most bullish case scenario, 595 we hold, we're going to make new highs on the stock market. That's why this level is going to be a very, very important level. If we open up flat or we open up beneath a 586, we're going to be watching 584 and then after that 580. If we're opening up in the 582 levels, I am not trading until 580 hits or 586 hits. We wait for the confirmation. We need to develop patience and wait for the best setups at the best prices or we do not trade. So the best free money trade I'm giving you is when SPY goes between 580 and 575 VIX puts. I'm going to go heavy. I'm going in six figures. I am going to make a crap ton of money, and I hope you all join me. There's one thing for sure. VIX always goes down. Wait patiently for the best setups at the best prices, and 575 is going to be crazy lucrative, okay? So until then, until the big trade happens, we know our levels. We know 586, we know 589, we know 592, and 595. I live stream every single day live on the Discord. We are scalping in at the best levels. I'm giving free callouts in the Discord all freaking day. I even alerted the VIX puts at towards the bottom of the day today. If you'd like to be a part of the Daily Sniper, the #1 options trading Discord, the link is in the bio. Use code Canada for 30% off, 100% money back guaranteed. And I'll see everyone into tomorrow's video. Take care, everyone.